It's I know it's been a while since I've done this, or since I've done any of this. Just give me if you just give me a sec, I will be sharing this out. Okay. Yeah, so bear with me, folks. I'm just gonna just share this out. All right, there we go. Okay, so ho- hope you're all doing good. So as you probably noticed in the thumbnail and the title, uh, today today marks my first official softball practice for this year's softball Special Olympics. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be one heck of a summer considering the weather. And I do hope it doesn't really rain a lot. Now, as some of you know, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and they have family home evening activities on Mondays. Basically, we do like a whole bunch of games and stuff like that, or activities such as, bowling, mini golf, or like say, like that trivia game or whatever it is. Uh, Kahoot. That's what I'm thinking of. Kahoot. And but yeah, most of them they know that I'm a Special Olympics athlete, and I'm also a commentator for Pro Wrestling Eclipse. So yeah, if I'm not there, they know why. But anyway, yeah. So let's take a look now and see what we got. And so basically, this is the stuff that I'm using for special for the practices and games and tournaments and stuff like that. So let's see what we got here. It's been a little while since this is my thing. So let's check it out here. Yeah. So this is my new bedroom since we moved in back in February. Uh, so like first off, number one, we need a cup. That is one thing that we need to have in order to protect ourselves below the belt. And here's the jock strap that we need for that. Now for this one, this is my team hat here. Now when we used to do the stuff before the pandemic, there were three teams, right? There were the um, Eagles, Ravens, and there were the Falcons. I was part of the Falcons for a number of years. I was part of the Eagles for 1 year, and then last year, as we were trying to do a rebuild, we became collectively known as the Ravens. The Falcons have pretty much been disbanded, pretty much, and not a lot of people um, were signing up. Not a lot of familiar faces, but it's okay though. I still love it. And this hat, I thought I lost like forever since moving. I've tried to figure out where it was in case I ever come back to softball. I found it in this bag, thank goodness. So this is fine. So speaking of the bag, let's take a look here. First off, of course, my batting helmet. This is a helmet, just so you know, that I've used for years. I believe since the mid 2010s. As you can tell by the inside. Yeah, it's seen better days. Yeah, I mean, even now, like I am thinking about like hopefully getting a new helmet, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the long run. Now I did have number stickers on the back here. I decided to take them off there. The number stickers was 32. I've had them for about 5 years, but I decided to take them off in case any of my teammates are wearing the number 32 as well. So, yeah, yeah, I want to make sure I want to make sure that there's no confusion and all that. But yeah, I've had this helmet for a long, long time. For the National Summer Games in Nova Scotia 5 years ago, I wanted to pay homage to Roy Halladay, who lost his life around that time, I believe, as well. Um, so let's take a look now at the rest. This here is basically a bag with a whole bunch of softballs inside. Yeah. I generally help use these with some practices. Here are my cleats. As you can see, this is these are the rubber kind. We cannot use any of the metal cleats because that can cause serious injury if not careful. And yeah, I would agree. And and these are my batting gloves. My old batting gloves and yeah, yeah, these gloves here, they've also seen better days. I mean, my gosh, take a look at them. I'm not so sure how much longer these will last. And oh, look at this. My Canada arm sleeve. I actually got this either 2018 or 2019. I forget what year, but I do remember wearing this mostly for the 2019 North America Softball Championships. That time when we went to Nashville, Tennessee for an international tournament. We almost didn't make it, but we did. And yeah, I do remember wearing this for the most part as well. So yeah, we were one of the only two Canadian teams in the North America Softball Championship that year. So I think Brampton was there as well. I don't know. I'll have to double check, but we'll see what I was there. Yeah, this is my batting bag, and as you can tell, um, yeah, it needs some cleaning to do. and and lastly, I do not have a bat, by the way. Lastly, are my gloves here. Now, out of the three gloves, there are some that there's one that I do use mostly. This here, as you can see, this one has a bit of a finger hole in it. I'm gonna try it on to see. To see. Yeah, you can believe it. Okay, there we go. Yep, there's here a little finger hole. You see here, I can try to squeeze, although admittedly it doesn't really feel comfortable. So this glove I rarely use, but I do allow some of my teammates to use it if they choose to. This one I have used on some occasions. Uh, let's see if we can get this on here. There we go. Yeah, so this one I have used on several occasions. Basically for I'm guessing either whether catching or fielding sometimes. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, it does kind of help a little bit. But the very last glove that I do use, I'm gonna show here, is the one that I mostly use. I've used this glove for a long, long time. I imagine since 2018. As you can see, this is the glove that I normally use. Got the little finger hole, finger slide right here. So yeah, this one I do use a lot. I think out of the three of them, this is my favorite one right here. So it's gonna take some time to try to get used to now again after so many months away. But yeah. Now some of you are probably wondering well you got your ball equipment. What about your uniform? I don't have my uniform yet. The coaching staff the volunteers, they're the ones that have the uniform, and so like I cannot really show it at that time. But we should be getting the uniforms around the times where we need them for tournaments. That's basically what we do for a season. It's not like the Toronto Blue Jays or anything like that. No, we don't have that type of thing. But we do have tournaments, and that these are basically like local tournaments that we play against cities. from across Ontario, pretty much. Um, no, the first time I did stuff like this was back in 2006 when me and my brother, Cody, joined the Challenge League. The Challenge League was part of Special Olympics around that time as well, but that was until about 5 years later, about 5 6 years later, where they started to stop doing that and not. It wasn't really as advanced as I remembered it to be. So I decided to leave to the Challenge League because I realized there were a lot of people that I was better in softball than them, and considering how they played and considering how they moved and everything and how they needed more assistance than I did not want to take advantage of that. No, no way. I refused to take advantage of their disability. So I wanted to take it upon myself to move up to the more advanced stages, which is the Special Olympics. So so yeah, the Challenge League wasn't as good as it used to be, at least for me. And there were a lot of people that had a lot more problems, I guess, than me. I did not really. Um, there were They weren't really as good as me, unfortunately. Um, like I'm not trying to degrade them or anything. I was more advanced than them, and I didn't want to take advantage of that. Uh, yeah, so I want to be in a more advanced division, which is where Special Olympics came from. Uh, so uh, so yeah, I've been a Special Olympics athlete now since 2014. So so yeah, basically this will be so in other words, I've been playing softball around here for like about um 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 seasons of softball for me, minus the 2 years where I had an injury where I had to drop out, and the other two for the pandemic, unfortunately. That would have been 17 seasons of softball, but no. Uh, but yeah, that's basically how it is. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. And for those of you who are watching this later, thank you so much. Hit the like button if you find it interesting. If not, that's okay. That's fine. Uh, Now, as for gaming wise, I did have a lot of power problems trying to stream. The Wi-Fi over here in this house is kind of crap. So there were times where I had to call it because of the crashes and whatnot. But hopefully that all gets resituated and we'll see what happens from there. But anyway, thank you guys so much, and hopefully we'll see you all soon. You all have a good day. God bless you all.